All right, guys. As always, welcome to my home. And today, I actually want to talk to you about a couple of things. And then we'll get to the actual find that I have here. I picked up this tiny little lot yesterday. Haven't had a chance to go over them. I did check the 360. Everything works perfect, beautiful condition. Was missing a controller. I did order that. Should have that in a few days. But, just a small little find. We'll go over that shortly. My biggest, I guess, concern I have is a couple of comments that I received a few days ago. And basically was more geared towards the business that I'm trying to run. And basically what I truly want to bring to you guys as far as content. Now, I said this when I created the channel, that my idea in this was not to create a channel that was going to sort of be like everyone's channel that's out there right now, which is I'm going to throw on a camera, I'm going to go hunting for games and, basically just show you pickups and only pickups. I don't knock anybody's hustle. I don't care how you get your pickups, whether they're through, yard sales, whether they're local pickups. I personally like to support people out there who have like small little businesses that they're willing to get rid of, game lots, consoles, so on and so forth. But it's mainly like supporting, the people in my city. One of the biggest would be AmVet. I've spoken about this before. They are a thrift store, amazing people, love the store. And most of all, they support our veterans. And I am a huge supporter of our veterans, as everyone should be. But I am a supporter of our vets here in our country. Now, some people had mentioned, hey, everything is great. Your man cave, it's amazing. You know what I mean? I like that it's sort of home and it's not all about video games, but it's a little bit more, I guess like home, right? That was the purpose of me sort of bringing you into my home, because this is my home. Everything you see here is my man cave. This is where I come to play video games. You guys can see it all. Where I come to play video games. This is where I come to enjoy some time away from, people. Sometimes you need to be away from people. But mainly it's where I come to focus on business, where I come to focus on what my next steps are, and where I come to focus on my store, which is my online eBay store. As you know, every pickup that I end up picking up, I don't just pick up and resell. I pick up things that are in excellent condition. Consoles have to be completely cleaned, no dust, no nothing, and it's sold. And it's sold at a very, very good price, because I'm not trying to, hike prices up on people. I'm literally just trying to make sure that people can enjoy a few retro consoles, at an excellent price. I'm a believer that when you treat people good, you get, more people coming back to you, more people who want to not just buy from you, but learn from you regarding some of the stuff that you do. There was a lot of concerns about whether or not I was going to get anybody to want to follow what I do, because they're like, well, why would I follow a guy who, has a setup, you know what I mean? And, it just looks like he goes and picks up games and brings it home. And, he would rather talk about the video games and the consoles he picks up from home versus, strapping on a camera and doing it live. Well, I can do that. I can do it just like everyone else can. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. You know what I mean? The difference between me and what I believe and what I wanted to do was I wanted to do what I'm doing right now, as you can see. You know what I mean? My idea is to be able to bring out some games, you know what I mean? Right now, as you can see, Halo is what you're looking at, right? And that's what's on there now. You know what I mean? Obviously, got the Xbox rolling, you know what I mean? And try it out. I've never played Halo. Really didn't grow up an Xbox fan. I do play many games on the Series S. I have my Xbox One there as well. But a lot of the consoles that I do have are basic tester consoles. I buy games, I test them, I make sure that there's no scratches, they play. And if there's games that I'm interested in, I'll play them. I'll give them a shot. Same could be said with Sony. You can see I got, my Sega Genesis right there. Obviously, one of the best games, I believe, on the Sega Genesis, NBA Jam. If you have a Sega Genesis and you don't have NBA Jam, you don't have a Sega Genesis. Overall, these are things that I like to look at. I like to look at games that, to me, brings me back to when I was, 13, 14 years old playing video games. You know what I mean? This entire room that you're looking at right now, this entire room is completely based off that. Everything. You know what I mean? Everything you're looking at, this is what it is. It's to bring not only the game, but nostalgia. I'll give you a perfect example. When you look at the PS3, how iconic was Battlefield Bad Company? It was the start of the Battlefield brand. You know what I mean? It was the start of bringing a game like this to the PS3, which ultimately continued on the PS3 to the PS4, and now looking at it where hopefully they'll continue to make games where it'll be remastered or newer games that are made for the PS5 and also the Series X or the Series S. These are things that I see. For me, this is what I like. You know what I mean? I want to be able to come in here, sit down, and say to you guys, hey, listen, guys, today we're going to rock with Battlefield Bad Company. I'm going to sit down. We're going to go over some gameplay. I'm going to die. I'm going to kill. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to lose. But we're going to do it together. I want to be able to show you guys, whether or not a gameplay is good for me or whether the game is not. You know what I mean? What I like, what I don't like. Some of these games I've already tested. Some of these games I've been an avid player of. You know what I mean? Not on all consoles, but I have played them. And I also know that when, playing one game on one console doesn't mean that you're going to enjoy it on another. That's just a given. You know what I mean? But when you're looking at what we're doing here, you know what I mean? It's just what it is that you like to go see, what you like to hear. You know what I mean? And it's not about, paid advertisement. It's not about, endorsements. It's not about the marketing part. You know what I mean? What I want to do is bring you guys into my home so we can have a good conversation, so we can play some video games, so we can have live conversations, live streaming, where, you can tell me what games you guys love, maybe games that I don't even see or have, which obviously will put me out there to want to hunt for more. I got 3 different lots that I'm going to go check out on Tuesday. Again, this is what I do. Yeah, I mean, it's to have fun out there, guys, and enjoy your life, man. I'm a humble man. I'm a humble man. Everything I have, I work for. You know what I mean? But I'm extremely humble. I don't need any more. I don't need, a YouTube channel that's gonna, be better than anyone's. I just want a YouTube channel that I can reach out to you guys and show you guys good games and have fun and conversate, have a good time and laugh. Go hunt with me, bring some games home. Watch me, tear up some consoles because I do fix consoles. And we'll go over some stuff. You know what I mean? We'll have those conversations and have a good time playing some video games. Overall, it's the support. It's the support, man. I like to support people out there who, in my opinion, can use just a little bit of support, right? They just started a Facebook page. They got a marketplace page that they want to do some selling on. And some of these guys are young. They just want to sell some stuff to make so much money. And I'm going to support that. I'm going to support it 100%. I will go to eBay pages. I would go, to Amazon pages, the people who have sent me messages, who got, they probably have, 50 items on their store. You know what I mean? I'm going to go on there, and if there's some items on there that I'm interested, I'll buy 10 or 15 of those items. Because it's about supporting each other, showing that, this type of community, the gaming community, is much larger than what people believe. This is not a community built on a bunch of nerds and just guys sitting in their basement playing video games until their fingers get blisters. You know what I mean? This is about communities that, like myself and others who love retro gaming, or who love to pick up a game and put it on a PS3 or on a PS4 or on the Wii U, or I have a Pro right there, a PS5, a 360, a Switch, a GameCube. It's everywhere, I mean, you can see right here, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, original PlayStation, OG, Genesis, OG, NES. I got 3 Wiis right there, all tested, ready to play. If everybody wanted to have a good time, we would have a good time in my home, because that's what I want. I want everybody to have a good time. The point that I tried to make with some of these guys who had sent me comments was, I'm not here to bring, this giant blanket and put it over your head and say, hey, I'm the greatest. I'm here to tell you that if you want to watch some cool videos, see different pickups from others. Some people will say, well, I'm going to go buy it. I'm only going to buy games that are worth $300-$400 a pop. You know what I mean? But I don't want to look at any game that costs $10. You know what I mean? Okay, that's fine. That's the channel for you. Go find that channel. Go watch it. I actually watch several individuals that I literally hold very high, when it comes to the gaming community. I've said this from the beginning. One of them is Chase, After the Right Price, or the Caterpie Crew, because he's got 2 channels. Retro Rick, or Retro Rick's Game Point. Phoenix Resale. Pixel Game Squad. These are guys that each one of them holds their own standards. They're out there to do what they got to do. I myself see myself more involved like the Pixel Game Squad, because these guys go out and hunt for games, and they pick up, video games like this, you know what I mean? Your Borderlands, you know what I mean? Your Fables. And they enjoy looking at, basically older style games, whether it's NES, Super NES, N64, all the way straight through. They're definitely Nintendo fans, but they pick up everything, and they don't sit there and say, hey, I got to have everything in box, even though they have purchased in box. But that's more collector's items, right? If you're a collector, that's how to go about it. Everything needs to be in box if you're going to be a collector. But if you're buying games to play just for the nostalgia, everything to me is a pickup. Everything to me is a win. I've literally said this many of times to people that I know, to friends, to family. Because they all say it. You're crazy. You spend so much money on video games, so much money on consoles, you know. But the flip side of that is that they don't understand that I also sell these things. So I do make my money back. You know what I mean? But every time I sell one console, I'll go pick up another one, the same one. I'll pick up the same one 70 times and I'll sell it 70 times. But it's the fun of the hunt, the thrill to go out there and say, oh, wait a minute. I just found this right here. This right here. Out on the hunt. You know what I mean? Picked up 2 of these. In box. Game still sealed inside. You know what I mean? Still, I had all the foam, everything. You know what I mean? It was out on the hunt. You know, you never know what you're going to find. You're never going to know what you're going to come across. You're never going to know, you know, who you're going to talk to. Who are the people that's going to be available for you to talk to. There's so much you can go out there and do. And keep in mind that the more you purchase, people are going to enjoy doing business with you. I have people right now who are constantly reaching out to me for purchasing lots, and they'll say, hey, listen, I just picked up, 50 games. Here's an offer. Look at the list. Tell me what you think. I don't even look at the list. I heard 50 games. I'll go buy it. I'll deal with it after the fact. Because even though some may be, $3 or $4 or $5 games, I will still buy them because I can still share that in my store with others. I want everybody to comment and tell me what they think about games, what kind of games I should look for, what games. Halo is a game I will try. Again, I'm going to make videos of all these games that I'm talking about because I want to play them. And, especially on different consoles, and different generation consoles, obviously. Actually, I'm looking at the game right now. It looks fantastic. Again, never played a Halo game, but I'm definitely interested. I want to try it. But my biggest thing was as far as videos, I said this from the beginning. There's not going to be this crazy editing, and all this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You're going to get raw, a couple little edits here and there, which is mainly just words. You know what I mean? But there's not going to be all this glamour. Because at the end of the day, this is me. This is real. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get real, uncut stuff. If I'll be honest, if I fuck up, I fuck up. If I miss, quote a game or whatever the case may be, I would love to hear from you guys. I mean, that is the purpose of me doing what I'm doing right now. I've said this now to a lot of people that I know. Just, this is why I'm doing this. You know what I mean? It is a channel to be able to talk about games, consoles, collectibles, you know what I mean? All of these things that you see, this is what this is about. You know what I mean? From the pops that I have over there in the corner to DC figures, consoles, something as small as, the Amiibos, the Skylanders, just a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? One of the cool finds, I don't know if you can see it right over there. I thought that was one of the coolest finds in a little while. And as I've said in a couple of my videos, I am a avid Superman collector. And this I saw at our local Anvet store, thrift store. And I had to have it. The Daily Planet set. And I love it. It's pretty damn cool to me. You know what I mean? But again, this goes to show you what I mean by that. What I mean by, enjoying, what you see. Tell me these paintings are not, like, fantastic, man. This one's technically not a painting, but it is beautiful. You know what I mean? And even this right here, look at that. I will tell you, man, that is a creepy, creepy painting. When you see that shit in the dark, it is creepy as hell. Creepy as hell. Man, I love these. These damn figures, and that big one is amazing. I mean, what you know about this? What do you know about this? That cape. But overall, I mean, you know, some of these other ones right here, limited edition ones. You know, this is what this is about, man. You know what I mean? We got some more stuff down here. Look at the Yoda. I picked that up too. I don't know why the hell I'm picking up these. Oh yeah, and I got the little guy too. What is it? The Mandalorian, the child. He like sits right in there. You know what I mean? You know, Superman clips. I mean, I got a lot of Superman stuff. But here goes some of the little, you know, pops that are out the box. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know. I actually have this little desktop here. I've been testing Guild Wars. Not a computer guy, but Guild Wars is a pretty cool game to play. You know, there goes my Wii U. These guys are crazy. Best game. Best game. Best game. Now, first-person shooter games. This right here is where it's at. Ghost Recon, by far best strategic first-person shooter game ever. I hope they never give up on this series. Ever give up on that series. Now, this game I was going to try out, which, get back in here, sorry guys. Homefront. Somebody, now, I don't know how good this game is. Never played it. Somebody told me this game is good. So, again, I got this out. I'm going to prepare, you know, a day out of the week to give this a shot. Again, I want to test these. You know what I mean? Obviously, most of my games for my Switch, mainly Mario, love them. And then the GameCube. And, you know, you got to have a GameCube set up, you know, for GameCube games out there that you may get that are, you know, I actually just picked up a UFC game and another first-person shooter game. I ordered it. I should have it, you know, sometime this coming week as well, and we're gonna test that out as well. But besides that, man, I mean, this is it. You know what I mean? I appreciate the comments, man. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate people telling me, you know, how cool it is to have something like this. You know, compared to having like a little room with a table and you throw your stuff on it and you go from there. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to do that. My thing was just, you know, hey, listen, man, this is what you see. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? And, you know, I just want you guys to understand what what I like to get into. Another one of my collections. I pick up a lot of the Superman ones. A lot of these other ones are just ones that I've picked up because they were part of some series, or, you know, sometimes they were just on sale. You know what I mean? So I ended up picking them up. Wow, that's completely crooked there. Do not like the way that one looks. There we go. But, yeah, so you got all of those right there. You also have some of these. You know, the guy that plays a Flash, that probably the most horrible Flash. They should have kept the Flash from the series. But again, like a little hill over here, got my little, you know, a little Nintendo guys right there. You know, a lot of these things I've had for years. You know what I mean? For years, you know. But a lot of fun. There go some games right there. A ton of them here. The ones that are on the floor, normally when I put them like that on the floor, so you got some Sega Genesis, Xbox originals, you got PS2s, you have some 360s and some PS3 games. Those are normally the ones that are untested. and I'm going through the process of testing them. Also, I clean all the cases. I remove stickers, all the sticky stuff off of it. So you're not going to get, cases that are disgusting. That whole rack right there are all Xbox original games. On the table itself, there's, basically 2 rows. And then the games underneath there, those are all Xbox One games. Also in the corner over there. And yes, I do have another one of those Mandalorian plushes there. And I have another one it's supposed to be one that like smells good. And that one's new in a box that I picked up too. I even got, crazy enough, a damn Squishmallow. I don't know what's so big about the Squishmallows, but it was there, and to help the vets out, I bought it. Why not? But overall, guys, that's really what I wanted to talk about as far as that's concerned. But let's talk about what we have here. Now, this right here, I picked up a couple days ago. Like I said, nothing really big. None of these games are going to stand out. Some of them are fantastic. Again, you got your Battlefields. I love the Battlefield series. I think the Battlefield series is awesome. I like the gameplay. I like the storyline. I like, just the shooting, the way that you fight. I love it. Very, very good game. Very good series. And if I was to say, as far as the Medal of Honor, this right here was the best one. Such a good game. You know what I mean? Again, these are titles that I probably have 8 or 9 of these. You know what I mean? I pick them up. I don't care. You know what I mean? If they're there, I'm going to pick them up. Here goes, oddly enough, there goes Battlefield there. Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's actually Battlefield Bad Company. This is the 2nd edition right here, but this is on the 360. You know what I mean? Another series that's ridiculously good are your Resident Evils. These games are wicked. And I got my sight on the newest Resident Evil because I've heard that game is phenomenal. And that's something that I like to try. Red Faction, I've had that one a couple times. Looks like I got another Fable 3, Gears of War. God, I don't know how many of those I have, but I probably have quite a few. And like I said, this 360 right here, super clean. To be honest, I really don't recall seeing a black 360. But this one is in beautiful, beautiful condition. Super clean. No scratches. You know what I mean? Like I said, it does have the memory. It's just it's really pretty. You know what I mean? The only thing that it doesn't have is the little door that goes here. I know those are replaceable. And shout out to XYAB, who you could get a lot of these stuff, a lot of stuff like this from. I have not been able to check yet to see if that's something that they actually have. But if they don't, it's cool. That doesn't bother me at all. But you can get a lot of your other stuff through XYAB. They sell pretty much everything. I've gone to their website. I've gotten a partnership with them to go ahead and I can order, extra cases for the 360, for the PS3, for the PS4. They even got cases for the Switch now. They got, backs to Xbox controllers. They got them for the, the Game Boys, and they got extra, pens. And I mean, they got everything, guys, everything. So if you guys are resellers, the only thing they ask is if you have made at least $400 within the year, or I think it's either the year or lifetime of you owning a like eBay store or an actual store. You can go ahead and apply for them, and and look them up, man, because there's a lot of stuff you could get from them. And one of the biggest things that a lot of people like to order, is the accessories. Cords, plugs, AV cords, pretty much everything. These guys this company is awesome. But, one of the things I do look forward to picking up is cases, because I do not like to sell any video game with bad cases. I mean, so these are things that I will order, which are the cases. And if you need backs for your, controllers, which you'll see a lot, where there's missing backs for your controllers, battery backs, stuff like that, they are the ones to get it from. And I'm not sponsored, just to point that out. I am not a sponsor. I don't have enough people on my channel to have a sponsor. I don't think so anyways. But I will shout them out because they are a fantastic company. But this is pretty much my pickup, guys. This was a few days ago, and I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Excellent console. Great games as always. Like I told you before, man, I'm going to pick up games no matter what they are. And if they're not the best quality, but the person is genuine and their heart is into all of this, I will definitely buy. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? You know what I just noticed, man? Look at this right here. Tell me that just... I'm talking to you guys, and I got this guy over here just smiling. I think I need to get rid of some of this stuff out of this damn room, man, because I've never noticed how that looks in the dark, but damn. You know what I mean? But, check that out over there, bro. Look at that shit. Love that. Love those masks. But overall, guys, as always, thank you so much for allowing me into your home. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time into mine. Again, I will be making videos on some of these games. Shoot me a comment, man. What games do you think I should start playing? You know what I mean? And I'll test them. Don't matter what. I got every console you can think of. So just shoot me a game and a console, and I'll give it a shot. And if I don't have a game, I'm going to reply to you guys. If I don't have a game, you know what I mean, I'm going to go hunt for it. And when I find it, I'm going to let you guys know. Now, keep in mind, guys, the whole thing that I'm trying to do here in the community I'm trying to build, I will be doing giveaways. I will. I got a shit ton of consoles. I got thousands of games. And I would love to be able to share some of my pickups, some of the consoles that I have, and share that with you guys. I have no problems doing that. You know what I mean? And I just want to give back to you guys for, lending me your ear, and even, being able to hear the comments, or read the comments, I'm sorry. And, sort of take some of the stuff that you guys are telling me into consideration. Maybe, hunt for certain games that, are going to be, top-notch games. I'll be honest, never played Halo. I've been watching sort of the gameplay on this. This looks fantastic. I like it. You know what I mean? So far, the game itself looks awesome. You know what I mean? Not, like I said, I've not played it, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to definitely give it a shot. You know what I mean? I want to make these videos. I want to, review these games. I want to do this and basically, ask your opinions on stuff. And I want you guys to sit there and, just don't be so hard on me if I suck at a game. Keep in mind, I don't play all the games, but, I'll give it a damn shot for sure. You know what I mean? Again, we have available, every system you want to look at, I have them. If you don't see them out here, they're boxed and they're, set aside. You know what I mean? I got a couple. This one, actually, my last video, I actually cleaned this one. And this one works. PS2 works fine. The Slim. The two original PS2s do not work. Those are actually on my store right now. For parts. I'm selling them for parts. Guys, go check out my store, man. It's Tiago's Games and Collectibles. It's on eBay. Excellent prices. I got games. I got consoles. I got collectors items, D&D books, AD&D books. I got RPG type books. I got, the Pops. I got DC figures. Pretty much everything that is game related, everything that is collectible, I will have, at excellent prices, guys. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Again, Tiago's Games and Collectibles. You know, go check it out, guys. Might be, good time, especially with Christmas coming around. I got a lot that you guys can look at, a lot that you can, look at purchasing. You can shoot me messages. I always send out coupons. There's always, discounts given, if I could, depending on the price of the item. But overall, guys, thank you so much for allowing me into your home. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. Hopefully my voice is not super annoying and you guys can stand it, for the 30, 40 minutes that I may play a game or, talk about, collectibles and pickups and everything like that. Once again, guys, my name is Tiago. TGC family, welcome to it. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate it. And as always, guys, be good to one another. Respect each other. Love, care for each other. Because God knows we need it on this planet today. You know what I mean? And last but not least, guys, remember, God is good, guys. God is good. As always, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.